Alright everyone, today we're going to compare the new and the old. One is from 2018, one is from 1983. Both of these fans are part of the same lineage of Lakewood box fans. The one on the right is from 1983. It is a second gen Lakewood box fan. The one on the left is a 2018 Holmes box fan with the brace blades on it. Now, as you can probably see, both these fans have led very different lives. The one on the left has led a life of nothing but work and overuse. It is a high mileage fan that has been used constantly for many times across many cycles across its 8 or so years of life. The other one on the left is virtually new in the box from 42 years ago. Up until now, it hasn't really seen use over its 41 years of life. But as you can see, it's pretty much flawless with the exception of one detail right here, this foot, which was damaged during shipping. This fan, on the other hand, on the left, as you can see, it's dirty. It's missing screws. I had to put a screw right here because without it, it would literally sag and probably fall to the ground. But obviously the mileage on these fans, even though one is much newer and one is much older, couldn't be any more different because the newer fan has more miles on it than the old fan. Look at the cabinets right here. This is thin. It's alright. But here, this one is massive. It's the size of my hand, and it's rock solid. It ain't going anywhere. You know, and also look at the actual size itself. Both these fans were marketed as being 20 inches, but look, the one on the left is smaller. The one on the right is actually larger by like 2 inches. So if anything, this fan's actually 22 inches, and that one is 20 inches. Look at the top right here. The Holmes fans from 2011 to 2023, totally blank. There's nothing up here except the handle, back here, the handle. And then here, 1979 to 1984 variant with the hole in the middle for 1979 to 1979 to 1985 blade set right here. As you can see, this one is from 83 because it has the hole in the middle right here. But look up here, look, it has a speed dial and it has a handle, which are absent on this fan for many years later. Now, let's look at the motors. The motor on the fan on the left is small, it's tiny, and it's made in China, like the later Lakewood fans with the brace plate as well. And also, the Lasco fans since 2001 use the same small Chinese-made motor as well. And then you come around here, and you see something different right here. Look, the one on the right is a huge, massive motor. It's so big, my phone can barely even capture the full size of it, but it's a massive American-made motor. Now, both of these fans right here are in fact made in the US. The one on the left is primarily made in the US with the exception of the motor and presumably the actual plug. This fan right here is entirely made in the United States. Everything from the screws down to the motor, it's all American, baby. Now, as you can probably see, one is new, one is old, one is thin, one is thick. But let's see how these fans do on each of their speeds. So I'm gonna go put the new one on high. It blows a decent amount of air. Let me use a paper to show you how much it can do. I mean, it's alright. It's decent, it'll definitely cool you down, but it's loud. It's alright. Let's go to medium. Medium. It's a little bit better on medium speed. Again, nothing to write about. And then finally, let's go to low. Low speed, it's very quiet, but it's virtually throwing like almost nothing. I mean, you can still, there's still definitely air, but like it's very it's not really there. Like it can cool down, it can cool down like in front of you. Like if you go up here, it can cool you down, but like far away, it's like not a lot of air. Okay, here's a spin down time of the new one. And actually has a pretty good spin down time because the bearings are still nice and moist from when it rolled the line in 2018. Now, let's go with the old. This one is insane. Let's put it on high. It's incredibly loud, but look, it blows a lot of air. Look at this. It's blowing an insane amount of air. Look, it's blowing the sheets and the blanket, and look, even here, it's still blowing a lot of air from here. Especially from here too, look at how much air it's blowing. It's blowing way more air than the new one. Let's go to medium. It's a bit quieter, but here it's still blowing way more air than the new one. And as you can see, there's the drawing, there's a paper. It's still blowing an insanely high amount of air. It's literally moving my sheet. And then we go low. Low, it's very quiet. You can literally see the blades turning. And look, it's still blowing a very good amount of air. Now let's compare these two on high. So you can see that the one on the right does it better than the one on the left. Here's the one on the left. It does pretty good. The one on the right does it even better. Look at that. Both these fans throw a pretty good amount of air. The one on the left, pretty good air. The one on the right is like insane. It's literally making it curved. This one is good. This one, it's like a beast. Both these fans, they're pretty good, but overall, let's do a spin down time for each. Neither of these fans have been lubricated. Both of them are running out of the factory lube, but obviously because the one on the right is older than the one on the left, you can see that the newer one is actually spin downs much slower than the one on the right. But yeah, and obviously as you can see here, like this is the girl in the new one, very flimsy. And the one on the old one right here, look, it's hard. And well, both of these fans use 120 volts, but as you can probably see on the back right here, this fan has the advantage of a permanently wired motor. The one on the left does not. It instead has this stupid boombox cord which was such a bad design that I think Holmes, the reason why Holmes started making this fan in 2023 was because of the fact that people would lose these cords and they would have paperweights, perfectly good paperweights that they would throw away because you without this right here, look, without this thing inside, look, without that, this becomes a paperweight. This thing literally becomes trash once you take off the cord and you lose the cord. That is why Holmes was being heavily outsold by Lasco. Lasco still has the um Lasco still has the seven sorry, the 3733 fan, because that fan, much like the older fans, has a permanently wired motor, whereas this thing, the HBF 20, did not. That's why in 2023, Holmes started making this fan right here, because this fan, unfortunately, has this boombox cord, which once you lose these cords, they never sold new cords, and once people lose these cords, these fans became trash. Let me plug them back again. There we go. Now it's good. The reason why my fan is still surviving today is because of the fact that I kept my cord where I can find it. That has never been a problem with these older fans and, even the newer Lasco fans, because those fans have a permanently wired motor, so the wire is always there. The motor and the wire, they're always one. And that's why the older fans are better, because things were much more simplistic. The blades, look at how massive these blades are on this 1983 Lakewood box fan. As you can see, similar to the 71 to 78 Lascos and even the 71 to 78 Lakewood fans. This fan, which was made from 1979 to 1985, has these massive blades. It's like a flower almost. This thing has very thin blades. It's good for making air, but it's not perfect. And as you can see, look at how widely pitched this thing is. It's huge. And this thing, it's all right, but it's not a walk in the park. It's just a walk in the park. It's not crazy. Like this thing, it's wild. This thing blows about twice as much air on high as this thing does. And this thing is a bit louder, that is true. But it blows a lot more air, and it will last you many years. This fan right here is 42 years old, and it's still blowing air, and it's still in very good shape because the owner kept it in the box for a long time. This thing is only 8 years old, and it's already falling apart because 1, I used it as a work fan since I was a kid, and 2, well, look at the cabinet quality, look. It's like tin foil, and then here it's built like a tank. Look at the actual width of this right here. This is skinny. It literally hurts my hand just doing this because it's stretching out my muscles. It's literally the width of my entire hand. This, easy. This, hard. And look, the weight is different too. Look, I can carry this fan with just one finger, like that. One finger. Just one finger, look. One finger. And this fan right here is a beast. You have to literally cusp your entire hand, and even then, it's still super heavy. It's really heavy. It's a really heavy fan. Oh my god, that's a heavy fan. But yeah. So one is lightweight, common, and alright. One is a little bit more expensive, a little bit more uncommon, but trust me, it's a better fan. So yeah, overall, if I had to compare these two between the 2011 to 2023 Holmes HPF 20 box fan with the baseplate fan, the baseplate blades, and the 1979 to 1985, Lakewood P223 with second generation blades. Obviously, this one wins. In terms of quality, in terms of longevity, in terms of airflow. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye. You want to see an extra? Here's an extra. Right now, both these fans are on high, but here's the vibration test. This thing is shaking, and this thing is perfectly still. Now, here's the difference between quality. This thing was built very quickly, and this thing was built kind of slower. These fans are roughly 35-ish or so years apart, but one is, it's shaking already, and one, even though it's already in its 40s, it's still a 42-year-old fan. It's still not shaking. Like, literally, the shake that you're seeing right now, it's my hand. The shake you're seeing here right now, it's literally the fan itself shaking. So yeah, when people tell you old fans, especially old box fans, are better, they're not lying. These new fans, they're alright, but they're not amazing. These ones are spectacular. So yeah, that's my extra right there. Anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye.